While the ship itself is so fantastic it makes it nearly impossible to want to leave, the main draw to exploring the Arctic is getting off board, which Quark does with ease. The Zodiac team efficiently gathers the passengers and then has them on shore within minutes. Our first landing is the very northern town of Kikitarjuk, which is a charming rural hamlet of about 600 people. As our floating palace waits quietly in the picturesque bay, we get a chance to mingle with the locals to get a real understanding of what life is like here at the edge of the world. Utilitarian and rustic, if not rough, this is very much a working proletariat village that melds modern and ancient cultures perfectly. Signs of Arctic life are everywhere, especially with the dozens of working sled dogs that lounge around in the sun while not hard at work. Despite being one of the larger Arctic towns in the area, a hike into the wild is never far out of step. Just a short walk will bring you to one of the many local inukshuks or cairns that use to signal travelers that a town is near. Descending back into town, it's fun to wander around and watch local life play out before your eyes. If you're fortunate, some of the local elders will be in the community building and may even offer you a demonstration of some local customs, like the use of this killik, a small tabletop furnace that uses natural oils not only to heat their homes, but as an efficient surface for cooking as well. Another journey out brings us to the rather macabre and eerie destination that resembles something out of an early Ingmar Bergman film. This is Dundas Harbor, where frozen in time stands an abandoned RMPC outpost. From here, we launch an assault up the glacier mound, created millions of years ago. While the terrain is haunting, otherworldly, and seemingly desolate, there is still plenty of earthly dangers waiting, which is why our guide Wayne is equipped with a high-powered rifle. Along the way, he points out ancient settlements and grave sites that the tundra has frozen into time. Eventually, we reach the summit, which provides an amazing aerial view of this moody landscape and offers everyone a well-deserved moment of introspection. Sailing even deeper into the Northwest Passage, we find ourselves nearing the town of Kanak. To reach it, our guides navigate through towering glaciers with the precision of a surgeon, delivering us safely to the extremely picturesque shoreline. After a quick briefing, we are set free to explore this colorful and vibrant town. Stepping foot into town is truly a unique experience. Life this far north is extremely difficult. Yet those that have chosen to make this their home find a raw natural beauty surrounding them that is unlike anything else. What is perhaps even more beautiful is the strength of the community here that takes this harsh environment that can often seem solemn and desolate and make it vibrant and welcoming to all that dare visit. At the center, there is a small but fantastic museum that has some real treasures, from meteorites that fell from space to ancient tools and hunting equipment that allowed communities to live in this area for thousands of years. We were even fortunate enough to meet two elders who, despite the balmy summer heat of nearly 40 degrees, donned for us their traditional sealskin clothing that keeps them warm and dry in this harsh and unforgiving region. The entire time, working animals howl and chatter through the village, and some of their newest members will even come up to you and let you give them Arctic belly rubs, something that brings a smile to even locals' faces. While you can choose to just relax on a bench to take it all in, the more athletically inclined can opt for a vigorous hike to the vantage point above town. While most employ a slow and steady locomotion over this amazingly rough, rocky terrain, others, who perhaps had too much coffee aboard ship, can run at full gait to our ultimate destination. Here, high above town, we find another cairn offering a fantastic spot for introspection or a postcard picture. In fact, no matter which direction you turn your gaze or point your lens, you are guaranteed an awe-inspiring vista that will leave you sightseeing drunk. Returning to the docks, we regroup and get a few final moments with this beautiful town. In many ways, it resembles any small town, save the fact that it's surrounded by huge icebergs and an amazingly harsh terrain, which makes this a truly special place filled with truly amazing people. As we begin our return to Greenland, we make a quick stop at Uummannaq. The sea here passionately pounds against our zodiacs as we attempt to navigate to port. With a helping hand from the landing team, we make our way ashore to explore a heritage house to see exactly how villagers lived in the past. It's a town of extremes and complicated contradictions that are forged out of the necessity that comes with such an unforgiving terrain. While the shore here can offer some amazing views and potent imagery, the highlands here are a definite draw to any explorer. Brightly pigmented mosses and lichen carpet the cold, dark rock landscape, offering a technicolor experience that's hard to wrap your mind around. As we trek in the shadow of Umanak Mountain, we find ourselves surrounded by an overwhelming volume of unexplored terrain that is so beautiful it can inspire some to freely express their joy in dance and movement. Somehow, no matter how far we roam, the skilled Quark team shepherds us safely back to shore to once again return to our floating castle in the sea. As we slice down the west coast of Greenland, we are greeted by many amazing colorful villages that defiantly rise out of the bleak terrain in an explosion of primary colors. One of which is named Ilulissat, and it's a fantastic pit stop where you can visit local museums or do some local shopping. We, however, chose to explore the culinary treats this town is famous for. With a cold beer in hand, we feasted on local pink shrimps and the granddaddy of them all, the Arctic king crab, who, after a serious dousing of butter and lemon, was administered liberally in the form of tender, flavorful morsels. A battle ensued, where we pillaged every possible last buttery bite of this amazing creature, leaving nothing behind but a shamble of shells.